Hello everyone, let's look at the new features and changes that Microsoft plans to release as part of the February 2026 security update. Following the disaster of the January 2026 update, the company is testing out the new changes coming in February. These improvements are still currently available in preview, and they should start rolling out on February 10, 2026 with the patch to the release. However, not everyone will get these changes immediately, as the company rolls out new features gradually. Also, Microsoft can always delete or cancel any feature or change at any time. Okay, first, Microsoft is making changes to allow you to turn the Smart App Control on and off without having to reinstall the operating system. And this can be done from the Windows Security app, going to the App and Browser Control setting, and from here, you should be able to turn off and on the feature. However, in a particular case, I still don't have that change on my computer. Now, if you have the auto hide option on for the taskbar, you're going to notice, starting with its release, that the animation has been improved. And let's just say that now it works as it should, and it should not feel like an inconsistent movement. Now, Microsoft is also updating the operating system, so you can now use web file extensions to set images as background. So as you can see, I have an image with a file extension, and we now can set it as the desktop background from the options available in File Explorer. And if we go to personalization on the settings app, and then if we go to backgrounds, and then if we just choose the picture option, and then if we try to select a web file, we should be able to set it as the background. Starting with its release, the company is also updating the resume feature and now integrates with the taskbar. So you will now see app icons and alerts to continue apps from your phone on your PC, as you can see right here. In order to turn on this feature, you will need to have a computer connected to your Android phone using the link to Windows app, and then you also have to go to the settings app, and then on Bluetooth and devices, you will need to go to mobile devices and then make sure that the resume feature is turned on. The option to enable resume should also appear in the taskbar page, but in my case, I'm not seeing the option yet. Now, this feature should allow you to do things like resume Spotify playback, work in Word, Excel, or PowerPoint, or continue a browsing session. Microsoft is also introducing a big update for the Windows MIDI services, making it the most significant update for this support in the operating system in years. The release features a complete rewrite of the MIDI system, enhancing functionality for musicians, music producers, and developers. The new MIDI stack is designed to support MIDI 2.0, improves the speed, precision, and flexibility while ensuring compatibility across x64 and ARM64 devices. This update delivers a modern and flexible platform for MIDI apps with better performance and better hardware support. So what's MIDI? MIDI is a standard protocol introduced in 1983 that allows communications between electronic musical instruments, computers, and other devices. According to the company, these are the key features for the new MIDI system: higher fidelity messages and increased controller resolution, bidirectional communication for smarter devices interactions, improved timing and reduced latency, especially over USB, new USB MIDI 2.0 class driver support, and MIDI 1.0 and MIDI 2.0 devices, and improves the speed, reliability, and transfer mechanisms. Multi-client support that allows multiple apps to use the same MIDI device at the same time. Automatic translation between MIDI 1.0 and MIDI 2.0. Microsoft is also offering several new tools as part of the Windows MIDI Services App SDK, which is available in GitHub from this page right here. Alongside the improvements, Microsoft is also adding additional features such as Network MIDI 2.0 transport for wireless MIDI connections, Virtual Patch Bay for easier device routing, and BLE MIDI 1.0 transport rewrite for better Bluetooth MIDI performance. As part of the February 2026 update, the company is making an update for voice access, and now there is a simpler setup that makes it easier to use the feature. The new flow will walk you through downloading the speech model for your language, choosing your microphone, and learning how to use voice access. This quality update also introduces changes to voice typing, and now you can choose the wait time before acting, and you can set all these different wait times. Now, if we go to the Settings app, more specifically to the homepage, we're now going to find a new device info card that will highlight the key technical specifications for your computer, including processor, storage, graphics card, and RAM install. You will also find a link to access the About your device page, which also has been updated, and you will no longer see the key technical specifications for your computer right here at the top. Now, in this update, Microsoft is also updating Windows Hello to support external fingerprint sensors. Up until now, the Windows Hello Enhanced Sign-In Security experience has only supported built-in biometric support. However, starting with the February update, you can now connect and configure any supported Windows Hello ESS fingerprint reader, and from the sign-in options, you can turn on the Enhanced Sign-In Security. And finally, Microsoft is expanding the AI agent for the Settings app to more languages, including Germany, Portuguese, Spanish, Korean, Japan, Italian, and more. And that's it. Those are pretty much all the biggest changes that we're going to see on the February 2026 security update for Windows 11. As always, the company is going to be pushing out different fixes, and in particular, the company will be improving the performance for File Explorer to make it more responsive when navigating network locations. Now, if you want to get this update immediately, you have to enroll your computer in the Windows Insider program, more specifically in the Release Preview channel. However, if you wait a few more days, the company will push this update to a stable channel, and then from Windows Update, you can just check this option right here, and then you should be able to trigger the download on your computer. Starting on February 10th, 2026, the update should start downloading and installing automatically. But before installing the update, it is recommended to create a restore point and create a full backup, since the quality of updates has been questionable and users have been experiencing a lot of issues lately. So make sure that you protect your computer before installing any future updates from Microsoft. Now, let me know in the comments what you think about these changes. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.